is such a raw show, and it's something you don't normally see in community theater. A lot of people go to theater for some place to relax, to get a laugh, to have a good time, but Cabaret is a lot more than that. It makes you think about current events, events in the past, and it helps you reflect.
Given the historical context of the show taking place right before the rise of the Nazi Party, it's something that's, I think it's an important story to tell.
I enjoy that Cabaret is a show that makes you think. I enjoy that we have a really strong community and a community that brings the show to life. It makes you feel like, you know, you're there, you're watching these characters go through this time period in 1920s Germany, and you get to know them throughout the performance and you feel for them at the end.
My role, I play the MC, which is the host of the Kit Kat Club and like the whole show in general. And the MC is like this androgynous type of like ghostly character who pops in and out throughout the entire show and kind of guides the audience through the show and kind of hint, hint, wink, wink at every little nuance that happens that you wouldn't quite catch.
In Cabaret, I play Sally Bowles. She's basically the star of the Kit Kat Club, and she falls in love with this guy named Cliff, and there's a lot of, you know, conflict and confusion, and it's just a fun but heartfelt but historical but, you know, it's complicated story.
I'm playing Hersh Schultz. He's an old fruit vendor. He has a lot of life experience, and right now he's living in 1920s Germany. He's Jewish, and he's also has this new love life with Fräulein Schneider.
I play Fräulein Schneider. She's an older German woman. She runs a boarding house where she rents out rooms to multiple different characters in the show. And she's been through like a lot in her life. And she, at this point, she's alone and she's kind of resigned to that lonely life as she secretly longs for companionship. And then she has this relationship with Herr Schultz, but he's Jewish, and so because of that, obviously causes a little bit of issues, and you're kind of wondering throughout the show, are they gonna last, are they not gonna last, like what's gonna happen?
I'm playing Fräulein Kost and Lulu, one of the Kit Kat dancers. Fräulein Kost is rooming in the boarding house that Fräulein Schneider owns, and she's known as a lady of the night, and it's a fun game that she gets to play with Schneider about, you know, will she catch me, will she not?
Everyone is a person, everyone has feelings, and you should never try to judge anyone just based on, even if you don't agree on the same topics, maybe you don't have the same beliefs. I've always just believed that kind of what Sally says in the show, people are people, and no matter what, it doesn't matter what kind of background you come from, it doesn't matter what you believe in.
I've done a lot of theater in the past, but this is my first Gavilan theater production in the spring. I've done the children's theater musical last semester, but this is my first year as a Gavilan student, so I took the first opportunity to be involved in the spring show, and it's been a lot of fun.
You should see Cabaret because it's a great musical. My fellow castmates and a lot of my fellow tech crew and our directors have worked really hard on this play, and it's a really great play.
It has such a strong message that you wouldn't assume that it would have immediately walking in. You assume, oh, it's a cabaret, it's fun, it's something like Chicago or like Dance-wise, but it truly is a story about love, despair. It has a plot twist, it has historical aspects. It's truly a well-rounded show, and they're singing and dancing, so.
It's very important to support theater in your local community. But I also think that it's a really important message. It's very fun and very exciting, and you know, it's very flashy, and there's a lot of dance numbers, and I think there's a little bit of something for everybody. It's entertaining, but it's also, like I said earlier, historical and heartfelt, and there's a lot of deep things that will, you know, send chills, you know, down your spine. When I first watched the show, I didn't know what to say when I was done watching it, and I think that that's a really cool thing to leave the audience with something to think about and to question.
We started rehearsals back in January, and now it's the end of April, and we opened May 3rd, so a lot of work has gone into this production, and there are so many talented people on stage, and it's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see it.